Hello, Franklin sports fans, and welcome to this latest girls varsity hockey matchup, where your Franklin Panthers are about to take on the visiting Boston Latin Academy Dragons. It is senior night for the Franklin Panthers. The graduating seniors being Abby Cheng, Nina Ianuzzi, Lindsay Dennett, and Bridget Haggerty. Panthers come into this game after a tough loss to the KP Warriors this past weekend. Where KP won that match by a score of 4-1. Started off feeling a little bit promising, but then as the third period went along, KP just started piling up on the goals. And today being the girls hockey team's second to last game of the regular season. Little celebratory thing before the game actually starts here. And here we go. So the Dragons send that ball behind the Panthers net, and that's going to be icing, so right off the bat. Franklin will have there will be a face-off to the right-hand side of the Boston Latin Academy net. We're just going to call them the Dragons from this point on. Nice intended pass out there for Dragons is going to go past them, but they do try to steal the puck away. Jenny McLaughlin tries to get it by the Dragons. Loose puck. Dragons come up with it, sending it off to the near side. They try to get it by the Franklin defense, and Franklin's going to be tripped up right there. That's number 10, Abby Cheng. Loose puck right here. Dragons come up with it. Franklin able to stop that puck dead in its tracks, but Dragons regain control of it. So Franklin just trying to move the puck around, keeping it away from their Dragon defenders. Franklin with a potential opportunity here. Shot is initially blocked away, and they're going to swat that puck away. An incredible shot there by, I believe that was number 16, Haley Wernig. Great opportunity right there for the Panthers. That shot on net is going to be blocked away. Franklin trying to center it, and Dragons goalie is going to just jump on top of that one. So we thank you for tuning into this match on Franklin TV and on YouTube. That shot is going to be just wide of the Dragons net. Boston Latin, nice cross ice play right there. Franklin gets it to center ice, but Boston Latin taking it right back. And they're going to send it into Franklin territory. Franklin just moving the puck around. Dragons sending it up against the wall behind the Franklin net. Franklin with the puck as they get it past center ice. Shot on net there by number 11, Julia Flynn, is going to be blocked away by the Dragons goalie. And they're going to send it into Franklin territory. That's going to be icing. So Franklin, right off within the first couple of minutes of this period, having quite a few shots on net that are blocked away by the Boston Latin goalie. And now Panthers had the puck behind their net. Ooh, a centering pass, but no one sees it coming. But Franklin does maintain possession, although Dragons try to knock that one away. They get it out of their zone, and they send it into Franklin territory. No icing called this time. Franklin tried to get it by their Dragons defender, but loose puck right here. That goes right across the front line of the Franklin net. Puck is behind the Franklin net. They send it back the opposite way. Dragons pick it up. They try a centering pass, but it doesn't go. Puck goes beyond center ice into Dragon territory. So they've got a lot of open space to work with here. Franklin trying to take it down. Panthers regain possession here. This is number 11, Julia Flynn. She tries a centering pass, but both teams get knocked down there. Dragons did try to move it into Franklin territory, but Franklin's going to send it back into the neutral zone. Franklin trying to move it past the Dragons defense. That puck's going to be just gently blocked away. I believe it's number 30, Izzy Brown, in the net for the Panthers today. Loose puck right here. Both teams chasing it down. Franklin tried sending it up against the wall, but both teams get caught up with it. Boston Latin with the puck on their side. They send it into Franklin's side. Franklin sending it back. And this will be icing. So a lot of slow going back and forth here. A little under about 10 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the first period. Scoreless game at this point. And again, this game marks the first of the last two games of the regular season for the Franklin Panthers. For the girls' team, at any rate. That may very well be the case for all Franklin sports. Since February vacation is happening next week, and that's usually pre-tournament time for all teams. So loose puck right there. Shot is going to be blocked. Ooh, a nice block right there by the Dragons goalie. Loose puck. Ooh, no one. Franklin cannot capitalize on a loose puck in front of a wide open net. Dragons with the puck as they get it past center ice. Trying to move it through the Franklin defense, but Franklin takes it back. Puck is going to be passed off to the right, but no one there to take it. Dragons send it up against the wall, and their goalie is going to jump on top of that one. So still a scoreless game. A little more than 9.5 minutes left to go in the first period. So face-off happening to the right-hand side of the Dragons net. Franklin trying to get a shot on net. That's going to be blocked away. Dragons recover the puck. Franklin taking it back. Almost a near centering pass. Either that or a shot on net that would have been wide of the Dragons net regardless. Dragons trying to get it by the Franklin defense. Both teams fighting for it. Dragons come up with it as they try to get it out of their territory. Franklin with the puck at center ice. They send it back behind the Dragons net. Boston Latin Academy trying to chase this one down. Shot on net and a goal. And this is by Captain number 11, evidently, that's going to be Julia Flynn. Yes, that is number 11, Julia Flynn. So the Panthers on the board with the first goal of the game, with just under 9 minutes left to go in the first period. Good way for the Panthers to start off. Boston Latin sending that puck back. Loose puck. Gonna go back behind the Franklin net. Shot on net. That's going to be knocked away by Boston Latin. Franklin with the potential opportunity here. That slap shot's going to be wide. Not a strong slap shot, but it is a slap shot. Franklin taking the puck. Number 12, Nina Iannuzzi sends that puck into the, or it gets it close to the Dragons net, but they're going to knock it away. Loose puck on the near side of the rink. Dragons just doing what they can to keep it away from the Franklin offense. And that is going to be icing. So a lot of icing calls happening here. And this time we will have a face-off to the left-hand side of the Boston Latin net. Number 5, Lily Santiago taking the face-off for the Panthers. Loose puck. Boston comes up with it. Puck is now behind the Franklin net. As Franklin gets a stick on it, and they try to keep it away from the Boston Latin defenders. They get it past center ice. Franklin tries to navigate that puck through some heavy Dragon defense. Puck is up against the wall. Franklin maintaining control here. This is number 2, Jenny McLaughlin. And Boston Latin's going to keep that puck pressed up against their net. And that's going to stop gameplay for a little bit. Face off to the right-hand side of the Dragons net. Franklin working to come up with that puck. Both teams fighting for it. Franklin, not sure if that puck was knocked away by Franklin or Boston Latin, but it's going to be Boston Latin with possession, at least until now. Franklin now has it. They keep it behind. Ooh, a nice pass right there, but Boston Latin gets in the way. Number 21 for Boston Latin. They had possession. Franklin knocks it away from them. Boston Latin regains possession. Puck is up against the near side of the ice, as they try to keep it away from Boston Latin defenders. And Franklin just sends it behind the Boston Latin net. That puck is initially blocked by Franklin. Dragons just doing what they can to keep it away from Franklin. They send it back behind the Franklin net. So Franklin with the puck, they try to pass it up ahead. Dragons knock that puck away. Loose puck. Dragons come up with it, as they navigate the puck through a bunch of Franklin defenders. A lot of traffic going on here. Nice shot on net, but it's going to go up and over the Boston Latin net. Franklin tries to get another stick on it, but Boston Latin is going to keep on standing in the way. Nice attempt at a pass in front of the Boston Latin net. Franklin still maintaining possession. Number 2, Jen McLaughlin, sends the puck back behind the Dragons net. And Franklin keeps it on Boston Latin's side of the ice. This one is going to be blocked by Franklin, but it's still going to go on to Franklin's side of the ice. No icing. Nina Iannuzzi sends it up. And now number 5, Lily Santiago, was chasing the one down. Franklin trying to keep it away from Boston Latin. They get it through the neutral zone. Boston Latin bringing it back. A lot of back and forth in this game. Franklin sending it up against the wall. Abby Cheng tries to get it past her Boston Latin defender, I should say. A lot of back and forth in this first period. Franklin with a shot on net. Boston Latin keeping them at bay. And Boston Latin is just going to jump on top of that puck. Three minutes in, 24 seconds left to go in the first period. Franklin with a 1-0 lead. Boston Latin leading the charge here. They get it past center ice. Shot on net is going to be blocked away by Brown. That was the first really good shot on net that Boston Latin has had this entire period so far. Franklin takes the puck. They get it past center ice. Nice pass up ahead. But Boston Latin able to keep it away from the Panthers. Number 11 gets it across the ice. That one's just going to dribble itself up to Izzy Brown, who's going to just drop it in front of her pad. So nearly 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Again, Franklin with a 1-0 lead here. Face-off just happening to the left-hand side of the Franklin net. Puck is in the neutral zone. Both teams chasing that one down. Boston Latin comes up with it. They maintain possession, trying to get it past a number of Franklin defenders. And Franklin just doing their best to keep it away from the Dragons. Boston Latin comes up with it. That puck is going to be knocked away by Brown. And Franklin just slowly maneuvering it by Boston Latin defenders there. Shot on net is going to be wide and behind the Franklin net. Franklin sending it back the opposite direction. Boston Latin nearly picked it up. They do regain possession. Shot on net there is going to be wide. Franklin knocking it away. They get it through the neutral zone. This is Julia Flynn again. Shot on net is going to be stopped by the Boston Latin goalie. She's just going to keep that one gloved up. A little more than a minute to go left to go in the first period. Face-off happening to the left-hand side of the Boston Latin net. After the faceoff, Franklin comes up with a loose puck. And don't know how she does it, but Boston Latin's goalie is able to keep that puck from getting past her into the net. She has been tested consistently throughout this first period. Consistently and persistently. Shot on net there is going to be blocked away. Both teams fighting for this one. Boston Latin comes up with it. They get it by one Franklin defender. They try getting it past the second, which they do. They get it by a few more right there. They get it past center ice. Boston Latin had the puck. And it might have gone into the netting on the back of the Franklin net. So that's going to result in a stoppage in play and a face-off to the right-hand side of the Franklin net. Franklin's maintaining a 1-0 lead here. 30, just under 34 seconds left to go in the first period. Loose puck, Franklin comes up with it. A great move there by Haley Warnick, but the Boston Latin goalie is going to stop that puck from going any further. So Boston Latin's goalie has been on high alert ever since that one goal. Can't say I blame her. Shot on net there is going to be, again, that was essentially a slap shot that goes into the goalie's gloves. .8 seconds left. Boston Latin sends that back into Franklin's side of the rink. And that will mark the end of the first period. So a very interesting first period for the Panthers, where they have scored the one goal of the game so far. They've had a very tough season this year so far. But they started this period off on a really good foot, and they've been testing Boston Latin's goalie since the start of the first period. So we will be taking a little break here as they clear the ice out for the next few minutes. So we'll be back in a little bit for the start of the second period. Stay tuned. We are back for the start of the second period of this girls varsity hockey matchup, where your Franklin Panthers have a 1-0 lead over the visiting Boston Latin Academy Dragons. Second period just getting underway. Here we go. So a non-league matchup here between Franklin and Boston Latin Academy. So for that reason, to me, it's very interesting that this happens to be Franklin's senior night, since that usually happens with Hockomock League opponents, but they don't get that benefit today. Shot on net, wow. All I heard was the puck going up against the bar, but it goes into the net. And it looks like, again, that's number 11, Julia Flynn. Who has been a star for the Panthers throughout the course of the season. So only 40 seconds into the second period, and Franklin takes a 2-0 lead. Boston Latin sends that puck up against the wall. Franklin maintaining possession there, working to keep possession. And there's going to be a face-off. I think that was an offside call. So a face-off in the neutral zone. Dragons get it past center ice. Shot on net. That's going to be high and just over the top of the Franklin net. Franklin able to stop that puck from going any further. Boston Latin with the puck. Oop, that might be a tripping call right there. Oop. Not a tripping call there. Boston Latin has possession of the puck stolen away from them as Franklin sends that puck back behind the Dragons net. Shot on net, that one's going to be blocked away. Franklin, number 3, Hannah Auer, trying to send it back. Shot on net there is going to be blocked by the Dragons defense. Franklin gets it past center ice. They try to keep it away from the Dragons defense, which they are able to as Franklin tries to navigate that past the Dragons defense. Both teams fighting for this one. Dragons trying to get a shot on net, lose puck. But the Dragons can't get a centering shot there. That puck's going to be deflected away. Franklin sends it behind their net. And they move it up further on the ice. That one's going to be high and to the right of the Franklin net. Ooh. Boston Latin just persistently taking shots on net there, and the goal's going to be knocked out of place. So we thank you for tuning into this match on Franklin TV and on YouTube. Franklin having quite a bit of sports action happening tonight. the boys basketball team playing against North Attleboro as we speak. And that happening at home. A rescheduled game from yesterday evening. Due to what was perceived to be a problematic snow day. That wound up not being a big deal around here, but couldn't the school athletic directors couldn't really take that much of a chance with it on Monday when they rescheduled the game. Number 2, Jenny McLaughlin, trying to get it by the Boston Latin defense. Boston Latin trying to send it back. As Boston Latin maintains control here, they loose puck. It's going to go behind the Franklin net. They're going to have possession. Trying to keep it away from the Boston Latin defense, but Boston Latin regains control. Shot on net is going to be blocked away by Izzy Brown. And so a face-off happening to the left-hand side of the Franklin net. Franklin now with a 2-0 lead. 10.5 minutes left to go in this second period. Boston Latin trying to keep it away from Franklin offense. And these non-league teams are generally a little more competitive for Franklin teams, whoever they're playing against is a non-league opponent. But this game has been turning out pretty nicely for the Panthers so far. So face-off happening to the right of the net. Franklin comes up with that loose puck. And Boston Latin trying to send it back. Trying to get that through some moderate Franklin traffic right there. Izzy Brown keeping a close eye on that puck. Franklin sends it up against the wall as they get it past center ice. Ooh, Franklin could have had a good attempt there for a centering pass, but they can't get that to happen in time. And Boston Latin almost able to stop that puck from going too far, but Franklin's going to regain possession. As Haley Wernig tries to get it into Boston Latin territory. Boston Latin bringing it back past center ice. Izzy Brown ready with her glove for that one, but it's going to be just outside her glove range. Franklin sending it backward. Boston Latin trying to get something going here, and Izzy Brown's going to jump on top of that one. So another face-off happening to the right of the Franklin net. Just shy of 9 minutes left to go in the second period. Franklin with a 2-0 lead. And puck continues to stay loose, although Franklin regains possession right there by Lily Santiago. She's going to send that puck in behind the Boston Latin net, but that's going to result in icing. So another face-off. And just where they were a minute ago, or a couple of seconds ago, I should say. And Izzy Brown jumping on top of that one. Yep, she's not taking any chances, not that I blame her. Both teams ready for the face-off. Boston Latin comes up with it, but that puck is that shot on net is going to be blocked away. Franklin trying to clear it out, and they do. This face-off happening to the left of the Boston Latin net. Franklin almost comes up with it right there by Nina Iannuzzi, but Franklin sends that puck up back against the wall. Loose puck. Franklin trying to get snacked, just trying to get it away from Boston Latin. And Boston Latin bringing it back through the neutral zone. Brown just gently shakes that one off. Franklin with possession. So they bring it back to Boston Latin side of the net, side of the court, side of the ice, I should say. And their goalie is just going to jump on top of that puck. She doesn't want that one going anywhere. So another face-off. And we've got Lily Santiago taking the face-off here for the Panthers. And loose puck. Franklin will come up with it. Number 19, Caitlin Johnson. And a pass that may have been intended for a teammate, but Franklin is going to lose possession there to the Dragons. And there was actually a penalty that happened against the Dragons. So Dragons with a minute and a half left power play here. So Franklin playing with a player advantage. And so far, Dragons doing fairly nicely with their penalty kills. It's number 9 for the Dragons that's in the penalty box. Looks like we're going to have a penalty on the Panthers as well. Number 24, Bridget Haggerty, will be put in the box for 2 minutes. So right now, both teams at even strength. Franklin taking the puck away. Almost scoring themselves a breakaway. Boston's going to knock that puck away. So Boston Latin able to avert potential disaster right there. 52 seconds left to go in the Boston Latin power play. Minute and 33 left to go on Franklin's. Franklin with the puck as they get that by Boston Latin's defense, and the shot in the net is going to be just blocked away by the Boston Latin goalie. .36 seconds left to go on the Boston Latin power play. And another penalty. So this has become a fairly penalty-stricken couple of minutes here. Boston Latin now has number 4 in the box. So they are once again with a player short, at least for the next 36 seconds. So Franklin with a possible opportunity here. Shot on net is going to be deflected wide by the Boston Latin goalie. Franklin maintaining possession. Shot on net. Franklin is tries to get that puck focused right there, but Boston Latin knocks it away. They're going to send that puck behind their own net. Wow. Boxes as they have on the ice. Franklin has two players in the penalty box. Boston Latin has 3. So 8 seconds left to go on the first Boston Latin power play. 54 seconds left to go on the Franklin power play. And 1:33 left to go on the second Dragons power play. This has been a fairly rough few minutes for both teams. So 1 power play for Boston Latin is done. Both teams back up to even strength. Loose puck, Franklin chasing it down. .25 seconds left to go on the Franklin power play. And 1:04 left to go on the second Boston Latin power play. Here's puck right here. No icing. As Franklin gets it past center ice. And that shot, that's going to be a light shot on that, but Boston Latin's going to jump on top of that one. 7 seconds left to go on the Franklin power play. As the second ref tries to get a few things squared away with the Boston Latin bench. So Boston Latin comes away with the puck after that face-off. Franklin power play, first Franklin power play is done. 30 seconds left to go on the remaining Boston Latin power play. And they don't have a countdown for how long the second Franklin player is intended to be in the penalty box for. And that's been the most confusing thing about the last few minutes. Face off at center ice. Franklin comes up with it. That shot's going to be blocked away by Boston Latin. Franklin maintaining possession. And Boston Latin trying to steal it away. And just like that. That's again number 11, Julia Flynn, who I think has scored a hat trick there with that goal. If not a hat trick, she certainly scored the last 2 goals for the Panthers. And Franklin now with a 3-0 lead. After the face-off, Boston Latin comes up with it. So there is a player from both teams still remaining in their respective penalty boxes, which has left me personally even more confused. But 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the second period. Franklin now with a 3-0 lead over the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. Loose puck right here. Both teams fighting for it. That puck is going to be sent behind the Franklin net. And the puck just in the middle of all of that commotion there. As Franklin tries to get it away, this is Julia Flynn trying to get it by some heavy Boston Latin traffic. Both teams fighting for this one up against the nearby wall. The wall that's directly underneath us. And Boston Latin just sends that into Franklin territory. Franklin regains possession. Franklin trying to navigate it through Boston Latin's defense. Boston Latin bringing it back. So at this point, the remaining players for both teams come out of their respective penalty boxes. So now both teams back up at full strength. We have got 2 minutes left to go in the period. Franklin with a 3-0 lead. And Boston Latin right now just trying to do what they can to keep the puck away from the Panthers. Franklin has been playing aggressively, a little more aggressively in this second period. On a nice centering pass, but Franklin cannot capitalize. Great opportunity there for a potential goal. Both teams make lineup changes. And we will have a face-off to the right of the Boston Latin net. Minute and 20 left to go. Shot on net there is going to be blocked. That puck is going to be a little high. A rebound shot that's going to go high and just over the top of the Boston Latin net. And that puck is going to trickle its way towards the Boston Latin goalie. She's just going to put her gloves right on top of that. Just drop her gloves there. Franklin with the puck. Nice centering pass there. Shot on net is going to be wide. And Boston Latin just barely averting another shot on net right there. She has been tested relentlessly throughout this game. Another shot on net that's going to be stopped by the goalie. 44.2 seconds left to go in the second period. Shot on net there. Not a lot of power behind that one. Franklin trying to center that pass. And that was Julia Flynn trying to get in front of it, but the ball is going to go wide of the Boston Latin net. Loose puck. Franklin comes up with it. They get it into some open space, but that puck is going to get lost. So Franklin needing to clear it out, and the time is going to run out. Buzzer sounds, and that's going to mark the end of the second period. So a very crazy second period happening here. Franklin adding two more goals to their score here. The score is now 3-0. A period that was just battered by penalties on both sides of the ice here, but nonetheless, it is going to be a 3-0 lead for the Franklin Panthers as we head into the third period, and we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Pirelli's Veterans Arena in Franklin, Massachusetts for the start of the third period of this girls varsity hockey matchup. Franklin Panthers have been playing very impressively throughout the course of this match. And we'll see if they'll be able to continue to do so here. Franklin scored each of their first 2 goals within the first couple of minutes of each period, of each of the first 2 periods, I should say. See if they're able to keep that going as a whistle is blown. And right after that, we're going to have a penalty by Julia Flynn. So Franklin will be short-handed for the next 2 minutes. So Boston Latin Academy with a good opportunity here. 2 minutes to try to get themselves on the board here, as they navigate that puck through the Franklin defense. They try to find their way through by the Franklin defense. Shot on net is not going to be directly on net, and Izzy Brown is going to just jump on top of that one. So a face-off happening to the right-hand side of the Franklin net. 1:27 left to go on the Franklin power play. Boston Latin trying to figure out the best way to get a shot on net. That shot's going to be stopped by Izzy Brown, but Boston Latin maintains possession. That's going to be a loose puck picked up by the Franklin Panthers, and they try to clear it up, but Boston Latin's right there. Franklin does take it away. And will they have a shorthanded goal? Very close, but not quite. So Boston Latin bringing it back to the Franklin net. Shot there is going to be blocked by Izzy Brown. .30 seconds left to go on the Franklin power play. So Boston Latin with quite a few shots on net there. A little backhanded pass. Franklin trying to keep that puck away, but Izzy Brown is going to jump on top of that one. 9 seconds left to go on the power play. And we've got number 22, I believe, Maddie O'Brien to take the face-off here for the Panthers. She's going to knock it away, but Boston Latin comes up with possession here as they clear it out of Franklin's side of the ice. So Franklin steals it away. A little breakaway here by Julia Flynn, but she cannot make it happen. Flynn unable to capitalize as she immediately comes out of the box and gets a breakaway. A little bit of a ruckus going on at the Boston Latin net. And it looks like we're going to have players on both sides. Unfortunately, Julia Flynn going back into the box. She's gotten a little trouble with a player from Boston Latin, so So number 5, Lily Santiago takes the face-off for the Panthers after that face-off. Ooh, and that shot on net is going to be inadvertently blocked away by a teammate. But Franklin is going to regain possession. Both teams fighting for this one. Boston Latin with possession. Number 12 navigating that through Franklin's defense. Shot on net is going to be blocked away by Izzy Brown. Boston Latin could have had a nice shot on the rebound, but couldn't get to it in time. And I believe that was Julia Flynn who came out. Oh, nope, I take that back. Wasn't sure who was taking care of the puck at that point. Since Izzy Brown is still, I should say Julia Flynn still stuck in the penalty box. Looked like her team number, but it actually wasn't. So sorry for the confusion, folks. Boston Latin sending that puck onto the Franklin side of the ice, resulting in an icing call. So we've got 10 minutes and 51 or 57 seconds left to go in the third period. Franklin with a 3-0 lead. As the ref dealing with the face-off waits for a few other things to get squared away with the second ref. Gameplay gets back underway. Franklin moving this puck away. Number 16, Haley Warnick, trying to navigate that puck through Boston Latin traffic. Both teams chasing this one down. And again, it's going to be icing. This game has just been played with both icing and penalty calls. Franklin shot on net. That's going to be blocked. That's going to be stopped by the Boston Latin goalie. She was on top of that one. So both players that were in the penalty box are going to be able to get out of the penalty box and go over to their respective benches. So penalties are now over. And after that face-off, Franklin with the puck. She kind of sort of fans on her pass right there. Not entirely sure if it was a pass or a shot on net, but loose puck. Boston Latin trying to move it by the Franklin defense. Izzy Brown on high alert in the Franklin net. Nice centering pass. Both teams knocked down right there. Shot on net. That's going to be blocked by the Boston Latin goalie. She has played a phenomenal game here in spite of Franklin getting 3 goals past her. So face off to the right side of the Boston Latin net. Boston trying to clear it out. Loose puck. And they are able to get it past center ice. But Franklin able to regain possession there. As they move it by the Boston Latin defense. Boston Latin quickly taking it away. Dragons trying to navigate it by Franklin. Franklin trying to center the pass with a backhander right there. They try to steal it away. That's going to be a loose puck. And a shot on net is going to be just knocked down by a Franklin defender. As Franklin tries to make a move. They've got a 2-on-3 there. But that's not going to go anywhere. As number 2, Jenny McLaughlin, tries to get it away from a Boston Latin defender. Puck is going to go behind the Dragons net. Franklin trying to get it through some Boston Latin defense right there. Looks like we're going to have another penalty. And again, a player from each team is going to be in the penalty box for the next couple of minutes. Oop, I take that back. Number 22, Maddie O'Brien, was just skating around the front of the Franklin penalty box, so I wasn't sure if she was going to be nailed for the penalty either. But that was not the case. So Boston Latin playing shorthanded for the next minute and 46 seconds. So Franklin with a 3-0 lead here. And it looks like we have a little more than 7 minutes left to go in the game. Franklin showing some spirited gameplay on the game that wound up being their senior night. Shot on it there is going to be blocked by the Boston Latin goalie. Franklin trying to get a centering pass. Ooh, a nice centering pass there, and a shot on that and a goal. This one by number 16, Haley Warnig. So Franklin able to take advantage of the one additional player on the ice. And they make the score 4-0. So after this face-off, Boston Latin trying to come up with the puck. Franklin knocking it away. A backhanded play right there. Boston Latin trying to get it past center ice. Franklin comes up with it. And that shot is going to be blocked high and deep away from the Boston Latin net. Hit the Boston Latin goalie right up in the right shoulder, I believe. And then it just went up and over the top of the net. That one's going to be knocked away. And that shot is going to be wide of the Franklin net, of the Boston Latin net. Loose puck. Boston Latin comes up with it. Ooh. And that's going to be an inadvertent push. So nothing serious with that one, so no call. And a little shot on net is going to be knocked away by Boston Latin as they try to keep it away from Franklin's offense. Loose puck. Boston Latin trying to go through 2 Franklin defenders. As Franklin comes up with it, backhanded pass. Boston Latin trying to send it back. And it is Nina Iannuzzo trying to navigate the puck through Boston Latin defense. Shot on net there is going to be wide of the Boston Latin net. Franklin setting up a play there, but that shot's going to go right into heavy traffic. Loose puck, both teams chasing it down. Boston gets it into Franklin territory, but that's going to result in icing. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game. And Franklin with an impressive offensive gameplay here throughout the course of this match. And after that face-off, Franklin comes up with it. Shots, it's going to hit the post. Franklin trying to set up another shot here. Boston Latin with the Franklin with the puck. That puck is going to be shot into heavy traffic. Franklin can't get a stick on that puck. Boston bringing it behind their net and just trying to keep it away from the Franklin offense. Loose puck. Franklin comes up with it. They get it past center ice. Franklin trying to come up with a centering play right here. Shot is going to be wide at the Boston Latin net. That's right in front of the Boston net. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game. If Franklin is able to keep Boston Latin off the board here, this is going to wind up being a great victory for them on their senior night. Boston Latin bringing the puck around, centering play, and Boston Latin fans on that shot on net. Franklin tried to set up a shot there, but that puck is going to be knocked away by Boston Latin's defense. Two and a quarter minutes left to go in the game. Boston with a shot on net. That one's going to be high and bouncing off the glass behind the net. Franklin with a nice play right here. That's going to be a loose puck. Boston Latin gets it into the neutral zone. Past center ice. Shot on net there is going to be stopped by Izzy Brown. Loose puck. Boston Latin trying to center that play. Franklin takes the puck away. Boston Latin takes that puck back as they try to create an opportunity right here. It's going to be gloved up by Izzy Brown. Minute and 15 seconds left to go in the game. Franklin maintaining a 4-0 lead. And after the face-off, that's going to be a loose puck. And Boston Latin's goalie is going to jump on top of that puck. Under a minute left to go. So we want to congratulate the graduating seniors, Nina Iannuzzi, Abby Cheng, Lindsay Dennett, and Bridget Haggerty. As Franklin winds down on the second to last game of the regular season with a big victory over non-league opponent, the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. And after this face-off, Franklin comes up with it. Shot on net. Centering pass. Shot on net is going to be wide. Boston fighting for this one. They try to center the puck. They cannot get a centering play there, but they try to keep possession. Oh, Boston Latin steals it away right there. 20 seconds left to go. Franklin with the puck. And the final seconds, there has been a lot of commotion going on during this game. The majority of the penalties happened during the second period here at Pirelli's Veterans Arena. So needless to say, the Boston Latin player are a little irritated by whatever happened down there. Things did get a little bit heated down there. And the refs are trying to figure out the best course of action. And there's only 6 seconds left to go in the game. And after that face-off, Franklin comes up with the puck. Boston Latin knocks it down. Final seconds of the game wind down, and that will do it. Franklin will take this incredible matchup against the non-league Boston Latin Academy Dragons by a score of 4-0. A great way for them to finish up their senior night, even if those last couple of seconds were a little heated down there on the ice. But nonetheless, a big victory for Franklin against a non-league opponent. So that's going to do it for our coverage here at Franklin High School. I want to thank you again for tuning into this matchup between the Franklin Panthers and the visiting Boston Latin High School Dragons. And this is cameraman Chris saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.